in California. My jam. Hey there, YouTube. It's your boy California Prepper. We are gonna take a new look at an old knife today. How about that? Got some Jelly Roll in the background. Bumpin' California. Love this song. So, let's go ahead and pan down for you. This is the knife we're going to be talking about today. This is the Mykel Hawke Elite Herrier. No, Herrier Elite. Sorry. Super sweet little knife. Different looking, that's for sure. I'm a big fan of Mykel Hawke. If you guys, everybody knows Mykel Hawke. If you're watching my videos, most of you guys have seen, you know, have at least heard of the man. He's from Man, Woman, Wild. He had a show called One Man Army, which James Yeager was on, and I think his buddy Rob too. And I think Rob won that episode. Big shout out to Rob for winning that episode. Anyhow, this is about the knife, and it's a great little knife for the money. It really is. It's a super smooth little knife. It's definitely different. So let me tell you what's different about it. Now, obviously, the blade shape is something funky. I've never seen anything like that, and that's kind of what drew me to the blade. If you guys have seen any of Mykel Hawke's other designs, there's always something different about him, and that's kind of what I liked about him. Mykel Hawke's a great guy. Talked to him a few times on Facebook, and every time I've interacted with him, he's been awesome. So I have nothing to say bad about the guy. If anybody else has any experiences, I'm sorry about that. I know a couple of my buddies, you know, just because you don't like a guy doesn't mean I can't like the guy. You know what I mean? Unless somebody's done something wrong to me, I have no reason to have a problem with them. Now, if it's something terrible that they've done to you, I can understand. But just not liking a guy to not like a guy, and, you know, I'm sorry about... I'm sorry. I really am. But I'm not going to get... you know, we're grown-ups. I'm not going to get between two people's relationships. With that being said, let's talk about this dang old knife. Man! Get to the point. To the point. The point is... this blade shape is freaking out of this world. It is called, what did he call it? I wrote it down just so I wouldn't forget. It is called a Techno Recurve. Man, I can sit here and play with this knife all day. For a budget folder, it is super smooth. It really is. You can sit here and it's awesome. It's riding on what? Nylon washers? There we go. And it has sort of a half stop to it. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's sort of a half stop to the blade. But it's still smooth regardless. So, let's talk about the specs a little bit and get those out of the way. You have a 3.56 inch blade, so about 3.5 inches. Looks a lot longer than that to me. I mean, when you look at this knife, it looks like the blade is just way longer than the handle. And I think that's just because the G10 ends here, and then the rest is the stainless plus these cool little things that we're going to talk about in a second. But on the back side, it looks a little bit better, I guess. Still, that blade just, I don't know, the shape makes it look so much longer and so awkward compared to the handle. I don't know. Just definitely a different blade shape, that's for sure. And that's exactly why I bought the piece. Okay, now, the elephant in the room. These guys. What the heck are they, you might be asking? This is a Mykel Hawke patent flip out finger guards. Now, they're cool, don't get me wrong, they're different. Again, another reason why I bought the piece. But functionality, if that's a word, no, they don't really work for me, especially on this smaller knife. Now, This is the Herrier Elite, which is the smaller version. There is a Herrier, which is a larger version. Now, they might work on that version, on that model, because it's a little bit bigger. But how small this is, and I mean, it's, I don't know, it just doesn't work. You don't have enough handle, and I don't know. It's a cool thing. I mean, it really is. It's not, I don't know. For this small of a knife, I don't want to say gimmicky, but it doesn't work. It's not really functional. I mean, it's cool. It's something different, something to talk about, but it doesn't really work, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Maybe you have the same version of the knife and it works a little bit better for you. You have smaller hands, or I don't know what it is, but they just, I don't see the flip out finger guards working on this small of a blade. But it is cool. I mean, especially for the price I paid. I think I paid like $12.99 for this knife. It is discontinued now, but you can still find them out there online places. I think I've seen some going earlier for $17.99 still. So you can find them, and that was Blade Ops, I think, or something like that. I ain't gonna shout out anybody. I don't even know if Blade Ops is a freaking website, but I will post a link down below if you guys want to check this blade out. Real cheap, super smooth little knife. Again, I got it just because it's a conversation piece. I support Mykel Hawke 100%. He's a really cool guy, and he's done nothing but good things for me. So with that being said, big shout out to Mike. Cool little knife. Not bad, not bad. Let's see, we have Os 8 steel, so it's not horrible steel, especially for the price. Let's see, we have some Peepa. Got some Peeper. I don't really carry this knife, so this is factory edge here. And this paper is actually really thick for some reason. I don't know why it's so thick, so let me try and get a little bit thinner paper. Of course, Cali P isn't prepared. I don't know. Let's see. Alright, we have a sticky note. Let's see. Maybe that'll be better. Come on, focus. Focus on the paper. Oh, it's terrible. There we go. Let's try this front portion. I almost sliced my finger. So, as you can see, that blade shape's different. And I guess the reason for that blade shape is, let's see. Let's say this here piece o ruler was a stick or branch or whatever. I guess this back portion of the blade is for your small workings here, and this forward part is supposed to be for your chopping. Now that might be true with the larger version, but I don't see you doing too much chopping with this. This is just, I don't know, not really an EDC blade, not really a survival blade, more of a conversation piece for me. That's just me. I don't know. If I was going out to the woods, this would not be the knife I would take with me. Sorry, Mike. It's a great piece, but definitely not the knife that I would be carrying into the woods with me. We have a single position pocket clip on the back, so it is tip down only, right hand. Man, you can just sit here and flip this all day. Dual thumb studs, no flipper. Again, that blade just looks so wonky. Yeah, this little lanyard hole at the very back. No back spacer. You got some standoffs. Whatever you call them. Cali P, not knowing his dang knife terms. See, maybe that one would work on the back, you know. Just that front one, I just don't see it. Or maybe just the bottom one by itself. There you go, the bottom one by itself I could see, you know, help you not slip up. But together, nah, just too small of a knife. I will have to, you know, see if I can't get my hands on the larger version just to check out. If anybody has the Herrier and not the Elite like I have, let me know, because I'd like to know if these work a little better for the larger knives. As I said, this is discontinued. This is the old Hawke knives. Sony would freaking focus. Damn it. Jesus Christ. And the 7 apostles, 12 apostles, 12 disciples, whatever the heck. Jesus Christ. There we go. Finally. That is the old Hawke brand. And yeah, like I said, this model is discontinued. You can still find it pretty on the cheap. Pretty on the cheap. So, thanks for watching, guys. This was just a quick ramble on this smooth little piece. Really not a review of it. As for the specs, like I said, it's a 3.56 inch blade. Nothing to write home about. Look at that. Just sitting here playing with it. And the thumb studs have loosened up on me. I just had to tighten them back down. What the heck? What? 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 That is just craziness. 0.11 inches thickness. So it's about a normal thickness, I guess. 3.875 inches on the handle, which again, it looks a lot smaller than that, and I think that's just because the G10 ends there. You got the stainless steel liner, and of course it's a liner lock, 8 inches overall. He's an 8-incher. That's what they said. That's what she said. Weight is 4.8 ounces. I'm not sure if that's true. Let me go ahead and verify. GetVerified.com. Put the old skillio down. Is she on? Is she on? Like that little whistle. Let's see what she says. She's on grams. Mode 4.575 ounces. So yeah, it's a little bit lighter than they said. But I guess that's not a bad thing, right? Overguestimating. Sweet little knife. I mean, it is what it is. Conversation piece. Look at that. Pocket clips loosened up. The thumb studs loosened up. The blade's actually loosened up quite a bit. I had it completely tightened down at the beginning of this video. I have been playing with her quite a bit, but still, she's not loosened up that much. It's quite a bit of blade play. Look at that. That is just from sitting here and playing with her for what, the last 13 minutes? You have blade play, you have thumb stud loose, you have a So, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, you should not have that much blade play. Look at that. It is just ridiculous. Loose thumb studs and a wobbly pocket clip after about 14 minutes of fondling a knife. Like I said, I just tightened it down before this video too, because I figured it might be loose because I had never tightened it. Could have came from the factory like that. But I tightened everything down and it's all loose again. I guess that's the reason this knife is discontinued. Now that's nothing against Mike. That's not his fault. This knife is not made in the US of A. These ones, and I'm not sure if his new ones are or not, but these ones were produced in, I'm not sure if you guys can see that because my lighting in here is terrible right now, but it is produced in China, right there behind that loose wobbly thumb stud. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry it wasn't a better review. I just wanted to talk about this old knife. Came out like 2012, 2013. Like I said, they're discontinued. He no longer produces. He's no longer with this company that was making these knives. He has a entire new line of knives and things of that nature. So big shout out to Mykel Hawke. Go check out him on Facebook and all that good stuff. He's a real cool guy, and I mean, not like he needs any more followers, but hey, big shout out to him. I'm not no hater. Ain't no haters here. You know, really happy to see somebody doing good, and hope everything goes well with him. He's a great guy, and he deserves nothing but good things to happen to him. And big thumbs down to Mr. Tete for all that BS. I know you guys I don't know. That's a whole nother ramble I ain't even gonna get into. I ain't gonna get into it. So go check out Mykel Hawke. Go check out his old knives if you can get your hands on one. It's a good knife just to have, just to talk about, just to show people something different. Something different. Thanks for watching, Kelly P. I'm out of here.